Can you trace exactly how your forging supplier controls billet temperature, die wear and grain flow? If you cannot, you do not have visibility and you run a risk. Hi, I am Rahul Agarwal. I work with sourcing managers who are tired of relying on test reports and gut feelings to evaluate suppliers. They want something better, a clear, practical way to determine how much control their forging partner really has, not just what they claim in a brochure. Today, I will walk you through the sourcing manager's cheat sheet for evaluating forging process transparency. Let us begin. Let's be honest, the part may look perfect, the test report might show green, but none of that tells you how it got there. And in forging, you do not control the output until you control the input and everything in between. Grain distortion, overheating, tool wear, stress rises. Most of these issues start silently in places you do not see until they show up as field failures. Here is your sourcing manager cheat sheet. Number 1. Billet heating method and monitoring. Ask, do you use induction or fuel fired heating? How do you monitor and record billet temperature? What to look for? Infrared sensors, digital logging, temperature traceability by batch. Number 2. Die alignment and wear control. Ask, how often do you calibrate dies? How do you log tooling life? What to look for? Preventive die maintenance schedules. In-house remachining or third-party quality control. Tracking die wear batch-wise. Number 3. Forging force control. Ask, how do you ensure consistent deformation and material flow? What to look for? Closed loop press systems, consistent press force monitoring, lubrications protocols. Number 4. In-process checks and first part validation. Ask, what gets checked after the first forging and how often? Look for dimensional layouts, flash control inspection, documented validations every shift. Number 5. Heat treatment discipline. Ask, how is heat treatment monitored, recorded and linked to batches? Expect hardness mapping, soak time plus temperature logs. Heat number traceability. Number 6. Final inspection is not the first time you check. Ask, when do you check for defects? Only at the end or inline? Look for NDT at pre-machining, inline visual plus dimensional audits, pre-packing checks. Number 7. Batch level data traceability. Ask, can I trace test reports to specific batches and production shifts? Red flag if no traceability. Or they say we will send it later. Reports not tied to real data logs. When you skip process visibility, you get inconsistent batches. Customer complaints with no root cause. Beautiful parts that fail under load. Suppliers blaming specification, not process. You end up managing risk reactively, not proactively. And worst of all, you become dependent on test reports you don't control. Here's what real process transparency looks like. You get temperature logs by batch. You see tooling change records in the delivery packet. Your supplier tells you about a risk before you ask. Updates come in a format, not a panic. When is there a deviation? They are already logged it and already fixed it. Let's close with this. Suppliers who can't show you how they control the process, they don't have a process. They control the narrative, not the result. So, the next time a supplier tells you, don't worry, the part passed testing, ask yourself, can I see how it was made from billet to inspection? If the answer is yes, you have found a partner. If not, you have inherited a risk. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.